Hi, and it is good time to end up one small tractor from MiniArt, famous for its highly detailed kits. This one Fordson Standard N in 1 to 35. Building steps available in previous episode. Now we are in pre-painting stage. So yes, several details here would be divided. For easier painting process, this kit includes in-box and out-of-the-box metallic parts, all assembled according to instruction, different wiring and engine, advanced detailing. This kit is small, but that upgrades makes it not so easy during assembling. So these big sections would be painted separately. And as an initial layer I took grey primer. Looks pretty cool. But engine section and other surrounded areas not an easy in painting as well. Primary layer revealed unclear connection spots, especially on this fuel tank, so I decided sand them a little to achieve smoother surfaces. This fuel tank was the most problematic detail in this case. And what we can do next? Well, paint all four wheels. Tires, at first we need special paint, special color to imitate tires. Or make a mix of black and white or light gray or other colors. Depends what you have. And as for basic color, I took yellow paint and mixed it with several drops of orange to avoid too much lemonish color. When paint dries up, it becomes a little bit darker. Well, at least in case of ICM paints, and for example Vallejo or Ammomic acrylic paints, more or less similar in painting process compared to final view. So we received such a hot yellow color, all details were painted good. And disc parts of the wheels, we can paint them with the help of such a ruler, that helps a lot. In wheels painting, maybe we'll add here another one layer of yellow, because this yellow or white or red colors in general have not the best coverage. And we received painted in two colors kit of small tractor. I think we have good result on this stage. I choose single tone painting option for simpler painting works, but there are several more complicated painting options with different colors of the hood or wheels in this box. And next we have to paint several smaller details in other colors. According to instruction, we can do that with the help of hand brush. Black color for license plates. This paint could be synced better, but I think it would be okay in the end. And of course, it is better to use proper brush. Some painting defects I will fix with additional yellow paint where it needed. Okay, highlighting was used here as well, just paint all bolts, rivets and relief of some details in a lighter yellow paint. Also exhausting pipe were painted in a dark rust color. Also we have fuel tank painted in different colors where it needed. We have here blue letters with Fordson markings and some other details as well on the model. Highlighting effects provided more depth to the basic color and makes model more interesting. When we finished with all colors, we covered and protected kit with a gloss varnish. That also gives us an opportunity to apply decals. We have here a pair of license plates for both sides. Decals applying as usual, and I guess it's my favorite process during painting works. And one more stencil mark was installed on the upper section of the fuel tank, And as usual, we added here dark brown wash, enamel one. And now with the help of ear sticks I can remove the excess of this wash, and such a wash gives more details on this kit. I think it's a must-have. And I don't like this process, I mean wash applying, but we need to do that. Time for some dust. Well, at least on wheels it would be dry dust, mix of oils. It was applied on the tires, and now I remove excess amount of oils. But due to tires relief, like some gaps and dents, some amount of oils will stay there. Interesting work. I think with such a technique it could be imitated wet, mud if it needed. And oils in general have a lot of purposes in scale modeling. Just let them dry up. And in the end I blend small amount of oils around this vehicle. Prepare all details for gluing process together. It could be a little bit complicated, final installation of painted details. Also, this kit is small and fragile, so have to be careful during mounting, especially of wheels and some other details. Cross-check the correct position of wheels. And as a final step, I discovered that winding tool was lost somewhere during the build. You can see it in the very beginning of this video, and now it's absent. So we have to make it from the scratch, just a piece of wire properly banded with a piece of isolation, quick paint in ochre and dark, and further installation and replacement of stock detail. And that's all. I also got driver miniature for it, but as usual there was no time for figures painting, and I'm totally noob in it, so maybe next time. Anyway, so-called orange tractor according to label on a box, and the general view of this kit, I guess, very close to the box art picture. Well, in my opinion, and small highly detailed kit, expected to be easy in work, but due to small plastic and metal details, metal scratch details according to instruction, makes kit assembling and painting works more difficult, but not too much. And the previous MiniArt's tractor, Lance Bulldog, it's much bigger compared to this tractor and I think more interesting. As for me, maybe with a red hood and red wheels, this kit could be more interesting than in a single tone yellow color. But I think feature mounted here fix this issue. And kit itself great. So yes, why not, and what's your opinion on it? What do you think? And next time I think we built one of that 3D printed kits. I guess I already started building works on them. And as for today, thank you for watching, have a nice day and bye.